Hello, everyone. Welcome to week. Is it 7 or 8? I keep forgetting, Chris. It just keeps getting. It's too long, isn't it? It's just these days. They just blur into one, don't they, mate?
They really do.
Is today even Wednesday? I don't even think it is Wednesday, is it? It's Tuesday, isn't it?
I don't even know what day it is. I'm just. It's not even Wednesday,
no,
is it?
No, it's not even Wednesday.
It's off the cuff. This is off the cuff. This is how we roll.
What the Sea Live podcast is all about. We just do it off the cuff. But listen, guys, thank you so much for tuning into the Sea Live podcast. My name's Sam. We've also got Chris Varnes here as well. There we go. It was always going to happen.
How are you? Yeah, I love my little two-hand wave. It's quite, what's the word? It's quite happy.
Why not? Let's go with that.
I'm quite happy, I'm quite happy person. I'm quite excited for tonight, if I'm honest.
Me too. We know these people very well, don't we, Chris?
We've had some great weeks, but I'm very excited to see some very familiar faces that we're all missing, and we're all missing the jokes, the banter, and the fun, and the stage.
We are, and we've actually got some new promo photos. Which there we go, folks. You can have a little look at us. We're Up All Night Covers band, and they're all here tonight. Jess, gives a wave.
Hey!
There's Jess. Let's give Jack. Jack gives a wave. There's Jack. And one last. Max gives a wave.
That's not a wave. Give us a wave.
You want a Chris Varnes? Oh, missed it, Max. Give another one.
Just trademark double wave already.
Stop stealing my trademark.
Get it trending, Chris.
We need that trending on Twitter and Facebook. We need
double wave. Actually, this is one. Last week, when we go out and we clap for the fantastic work the NHS are doing, I did the double wave up the street. And I've never met this couple. They were right at the top of the street. They were all doing the double wave back. Isn't that? It's starting to happen. It's starting to happen. People are starting to do the double wave.
It's so simple. It's like the floss. And this is where it takes off. You'll be a fortnight dance within the next couple of weeks.
You don't want to see me do the floss, so the double wave will be better.
I don't know what this alert for. It's not there for Chris double wave.
It's the only way to tune in. You got to tune in with the double wave and leave with the double wave. That's the. So what have you been doing then this week, Sam? What have you been up to?
Well, I've actually relocated, as in room from where I do the Sea Live podcast. I've been shielding, obviously, as I'm high risk with type 1 diabetes since the 15th of March. But we've been redecorating. Rachel, the girlfriend, has decided to get rid of all the clutter, all the school paperwork that she hasn't used for a good while now, and we're in the process of redecorating this stay-over room. So we've been occupied doing that.
Do you think she's just had enough of you and is just like, right, get in that room. I'm going to make a sacrifice.
Do you know what the funny thing is, right? I've been getting the automated text messages off the NHS, and they've basically been saying, guidelines, because obviously I'm high risk, make sure you don't go out, make sure friends and family are looking after you, bringing you food and care. This one I got, I think it was the day before yesterday, was if you're living with someone, in my case, I'm living with the girlfriend, you can't sleep in the same bed, nor be in the same room for a long period of time. I'm thinking, what the hell's going on? Like, I can't even stay in the same room as someone. Well, my girlfriend for.
This is where she's obviously read that text and she took drastic measures. You're now in the spare room.
I might as well move in. What about yourself, mate? Have you been up to much this week?
No, not really. I tell you what I have been doing, and I think everyone should get onto it. Euro 96 started, one of the greatest football tournaments that I saw when I was a young lad. Only a couple of years ago, though, I'm still relatively... What are you laughing at? No, Euro 96 is what I have to put up with. It was a fantastic football tournament, and they're showing every game live on ITV. So we were watching a few football matches last night. Obviously, Catherine loves football, so she's really endorsing it, and we're going to watch a couple tonight.
So,
I think.
are you supporting England in this one?
Absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely. Just like I did in '96 when I used to run home from school with my fresh face and watching. Just keep laughing at me.
I was born in '96.
You won in '96, yeah. You're right. Yeah. So do you remember England '96, Jack? You probably won't, but do you remember the tournament?
I'm familiar with it, but I was about -2 at the time.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, you're familiar, but no. What it was it was England didn't qualify for the World Cup in USA '94, and then we were the host nation. And everyone just came together. It was a brilliant time. It was a brilliant summer. The music was fab. We had like Oasis were playing Main Road, Ocean Colour Scenes, Manic Street Preachers. They were all top bands at the time. And we were under a new Labour kind of regime, which was fab. And it was a great summer, and it was a great place to be. And the matches were at Anfield as well, which what you're familiar with. Being working there, not at the moment, obviously, but yeah. So it was a great summer. It was a great time to be alive. The '90s is my era. I don't think I've left. And I said to Catherine the other day, when I'm 40 in 10 years' time, I'm gonna have a '90s 40th. That's what I'm gonna have. And so you'll all have to come out. And what you wore back then, you wouldn't believe this, Max. Max might have to take this trend set on. You wore a shirt called Ben Sherman shirts, right? And you did your best pulling, and I did my best pulling. Catherine knows this, so it's all right. I can say this. In a lime green Ben Sherman shirt.
I love it.
Chris,
Get your Ben Shermans and get to the party. That's what it's all about. So what has everyone been doing? Jess, what have you been up to?
I'm still working at the minute. As you know, I work in like care as well as doing music outside. So I've still been working like an older people's home for retired nuns, which is a really brilliant job. So I've been looking after them. They've all, none of them are allowed out. We're all going a little bit stir crazy. So they're all just running amok in the nunnery at the minute.
What are they doing for entertainment? Are you doing any singing for them? You should be.
Oh, they do ask me to do that a lot. They do have some people come in sometimes. Actually, I've seen people come in and do. Some of them have got dementia and stuff like that. Obviously being quite old. And I've seen before that they do have people come in and like play the piano and the guitar and stuff. So I was like, hey guys, I can do that, and I know you all already. I'll come and do it. And they were like, so hopefully that'll be something I do with them. Because I know them all, do you know what I mean? So I know what they're all like and what they like, and they love singing as well.
And what's the atmosphere like in there? Are they worried? Are they obviously there's some bit of anxiety going on with like everyone?
Yeah, well, exactly. I mean, some of them. They're not really going out, are they, obviously, because they're all like 70, so none of them have gone out at all. Some of them are worried and slightest, and obviously some are a bit more vulnerable, so some of them have had to stay in for a couple of weeks. They're really fortunate. They've got like this huge garden. Look, got a garden, it's gorgeous. So most of them go for a walk around the garden throughout the day, even if it's raining and stuff. They're really lucky to have that, because some people haven't got a garden at the minute, and
it must. I said this the other day. I said it must be hard if you're in the lockdown and you've only got like a yard or you're in a flat or something. It must be so difficult, and you can see why people are go in the park and stuff, because you do need to. You just need a bit of a change, I think.
The weather's been so gorgeous as well. Like it's kind of hard not to go at least for a walk or like the park to play some football or something like that. But yeah, they've just been staying in and then going in their own garden, so they're kind of in that way.
Have there been any of them playing golf, apart from Max?
They're not really goals.
I think the reason why you mention it, Chris, is that Max and Jack as well both play golf, don't you, mate?
Yeah.
You do. Me more, well, not as good as Max, but golf.
And have you ever? I've never asked you this. Have you ever had a match, a little round together? Have you ever?
We've never had a one-on-one, have we?
I think you should. And I think Sam and Jess and I should. We should take bets on on it, and the winner takes all. I think that's how it should be. Well, my money's on Jack.
But to be fair, you're not wrong there, because at the moment I'm what they'd call a bit of a bandit. I'm Max.
You are, mate. He gets some amount of shots, and he shouldn't really be getting them, really. So
my actual like handicap at the moment is 14, but I haven't really had a chance to get it down. I've been playing now for like 3 years or something. So I don't know. I'd like to think it's gone down. It's definitely not 14, but I'd like to think.
Have you been like doing? Can you practice while you're in lockdown? What do you do to practice, Max?
Luckily, I know obviously my job, I work in golf. So one of my mates, he started selling proper like industrial golf nets. So luckily I bought one off him, and I've just been practicing in my garden. So I don't think my neighbours are too happy with it. Anything over the fence, which is the main thing. But no, just practicing our own putting on the landing. But yeah, it's all looking back to open on Wednesday, which is today.
Wow. Yeah,
I would be in work, and yeah, it'll be absolute chaos. But
how do you think that'll go? What will it'll be? Total social distance.
They put like a couple of restrictions in, so you're only allowed to play with one other person outside your household.
Yeah, because you mentioned that, didn't you? Yeah.
Like keep your distance and all like that. But you can't play with 4 people if you live in the same household together. So I think me and my mates all saying we moved into each other last week. But no, we're not doing that, don't worry. Yeah, golf's quite safe, really, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's just like going to the park, except if you've just got 14 clubs and a couple of balls on your back.
Well, you say it's safe. I played golf once in my life, and I noticed that people were social distancing from me, and this was even before there was any kind of issue. This was like years ago, so obviously there's some kind of social distancing when I play. I always fancy having to go to the driving range, though.
Well, once this, I'm not sure. See, where I work, we do have the driving range also. But I think because that's classed as sort of more indoors, I don't think that's opening for like another couple of weeks just to see how it gets on.
Well, I've lasted this long. I'm sure I can last a couple more months to show my skills on the driving range.
Definitely be sorting a game out with Jack.
Do you know what? I'd quite like to spectate this, because I can imagine it could get quite competitive.
You're more than welcome to come down.
Can we caddy? Can we caddy for this?
You'll have to throw our clubs to or something.
That's not a bad, and I'll scorecard. That's not a problem. Sure.
No scorecards. No.
No scorecards either.
Oh my word!
It's restrictions, mate. Loads. But
it's crazy.
I suppose it's neat. It's neat. It's supposed to be. It's going to be needed. I think everything's going to be. And Jack, you work in outside of music. You're in football. You work in Anfield. I can't see anything happening there for the next foreseeable future.
Well, to be fair though, Chris, we have been given a little bit of a lifeline for Liverpool Football Club.
Have we? Have I missed something? Have they given us the trophy? Have they given us the trophy?
I think they've given us the trophy, yeah. But I was reading something in The Guardian saying that the government have given the green light for top elite sports, including football. And now it's in the Premier League and the FA to decide on when they want to restart it. I don't know if this is right, but I think it's June the 12th. I want to say June the 12th.
Oh, wow.
Is when they're proposing for it to come back behind closed doors. I don't know if Jack knows any more on that, obviously. Well, I don't know.
No, we haven't particularly been told anything. I mean, it's very good of the club what they're doing. They're paying us for the games that. I mean, it was in the Echo, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Paying us for the games that we would have worked, and it's based on how much we worked this season, basically. But it's fantastic of them to do it because obviously with me being at university as well, I wouldn't really be earning much else.
Yeah, it's true.
All we know at the moment is that there's no games like publicly, and there'll be no work for us at the moment. But they're gonna keep us updated, I'm sure.
Hopefully, though, when things do creep back into normality and in time, we'll have loads of gigs.
Definitely.
And that's the most important. Yes, we need loads of gigs. We
all
what we missing most about gigging. Go on, tell us something that you're missing most about gigging. Do you know what I'm missing the most? The loaded.
I was going to say.
That's my favourite part.
Backing up and loading out's the best bit, isn't it?
No, I'm missing the banter, and I'm missing the practices where we have a bit of a laugh and we.
Practices definitely missing myself, like.
Yeah, I'm missing all. And do you know what? The whole thing I'm missing just being all the whole lockdown and all that. I've quite enjoyed it. If I'm honest with you, I've missed just being on stage. I've really loved it. I've just missed being on stage and just the little things that we do, especially like when Jess goes down the keys and we always give that little wink. So, Max, what are you missing about the band?
I miss playing. It sounds silly. I miss playing some certain songs. Do you know what I mean? Like I miss playing like Stevie Wonder's Superstition. Oh yeah, basically all the second set. Don't get me wrong, the first set's still amazing when we do it live, but everyone has their favourite songs of the set, really, don't we, to play. And I just miss, as you said, practicing and learning some of the new songs also. But hopefully, touch wood, we'll be back soon. So,
what are you missing, Jack?
Well, I was liking the thought of some of the new ones that we were going to bring in. So the fact we've had to stop with that and wait to learn them and bring them into the set, that's what I'm missing.
And that was actually due to us having specific gigs lined up. I know we can't go into too much detail of what they are because they're actually going to happen. They've been postponed.
They can happen, yeah.
But
yeah.
They were all 80s themed. I think we can say which ones they were. They were... actually remind me because I've actually gone blank here. Someone needs to jump in.
Well, we had a bit. We had one, and we had Haley on the other week, didn't we? We were in supposed to be in Grand Central for the big Grand National finale.
Of course,
yeah.
And I was gutted about that one because I thought that would have been a real good night.
Yeah.
It would have been a real good night, and that was pretty early on, wasn't it? So
do you know the worst thing about all the gigs being cancelled is like, I know we've all had it, is when we've had reminders on our phone, you know, we put it in the calendar, and we've had like gigging Grand Central, it comes up and you just go, oh.
Well, yeah, because Jack, you posted that on our group chat the other day, didn't you?
Yeah.
Your reminder.
Yeah, it was one of the gigs. When I was a bit gutted about that when I saw it. Just a little reminder, like, could have been playing tomorrow, but.
Yeah, so it's one of them really. Sam, I haven't asked you in all these weeks what you actually are missing about live performance, about the band as well.
It's a tough one.
We haven't really talked. About it.
I mean, obviously we've been occupied doing the podcast and trying to get guests on and replying to emails about projects that are coming up. What I miss, do you know what? I just miss singing, and obviously singing in your spare room is great, and you can still continue to, sing "Faith" by George Michael and all the other classics. But it's just the audience. You get a vibe of.
Mm-hmm.
It's an unbelievable experience to have a crowd like that in the palm of your hand, and to be able to sing to them and talk to them and just to see the pure joy and enlightenment of people when they're out enjoying themselves, having a drink, celebrating birthdays, whatever it is, and just to see them having a good time. That's what I miss. Seeing them all. Well, put it this way: when this is all over, there's probably going to be one hell of a party in Liverpool, that's for sure.
No, yeah, exactly. Do you know what I miss as well? Just nailing that little bass line on Sweet Caroline.
I knew that was going to come into it. I knew it. I miss watching you mess that up.
Every time. I remember the worst one. We were playing a wedding and someone got on the stage at that specific moment, and it was like, oh, here we go. And then there was someone on the stage next to me, and then that made me.
Was that the one with the blow up guitars? And they were all like, like plastic hammers, and everyone was going mad.
There was just everything, carnage, and then it was come to it, and then it was just like someone standing on me pedals and everything. It was just. But you get it, don't you? It's these little things that we miss. I think it comes with the territory. Yeah. It absolutely comes with the territory, and that's the beauty of playing in a live band, which is what it's all about. Jack's played guitar with me for years. We've come up in every situation, really, haven't we, Jack? Since you were younger, Jack does a lot of my my private student shows and stuff. So we once a year, Jack gets a load more songs thrown at him. So you got all the band songs, and then you go, oh yeah, Jack, can you learn these 25 other songs by this? And you're like, so yeah, no pressure. But he does it every year.
We get a lot of it, but between us, done, don't we?
I've winged the last 10 years, mate. Don't worry about it. No, but that's what it's all about, and I think we do what we do, and we know what we're good at, and we leave the crowd wanting more, and that's what it's Up All Night is all about. And people always message us, oh, when you're playing here, can you come and play there? But we actually don't do many public gigs, do we?
No, and I think that's the key, really. I think we can always say, if we go out there and play as many gigs as possible, we'd, be getting gig money there, left, right, and centre, and do every pub. That's a new word. Pub, club, every social club that you could think of. But what we have here, and the five of us, is something very special. I don't know how the other guys think, but we're all trained musicians, and that's the difference. We actually spent money to go to university, to go to tuition, to go to school, to be musicians, and to go and to perform and to earn money from it. And that's where we consider ourselves a bit of a corporate band. Not a bit of, we are a corporate band. We go out and we perform to a corporate standard and level, and that's, it's shown in our performance. What we do. It's shown in our performance at the end of the day. But Jess, what were you going to say? Sorry.
I have no idea. Things keep popping in my head, and I'm like, oh, yeah. I was just going to say, as you were saying that, you love playing for the audience and having a blast time, but I just miss playing with you guys. Like, we're all good mates. I think that's one of the things that makes us like, when we're playing on stage, you can see that we're actually having a good time with each other. We're not like just random people who've come together. You've all known each other for a while. And it's just nice to get like played and stuff where you don't know anyone. You've not really got like any kind of nice connection with them, and you're just playing for the sake of playing. But with you, it's for like we're mates. So you get on, and you're having a good time because you're playing, but you're with your mates as well. So it's like you're playing, and you're having a good time, we just look at each other and we just laugh. And that's probably what I miss the most. And I think have a good time.
Yeah, and I think in our little circle, we can say things, do you know what I mean? Because it is pressurized when you're on stage, and there's a lot of pressure and things happen, and we say things, but you don't take it to heart. Do you know what I mean? That you say, what's this? It's got to be right, and we know we can say things to each other, and no one will take it to heart, and that's important as a band, because it's that little connection, isn't it? And I know I can say, Max, what are you doing?
Always Max.
It's always Max. It's always Max.
Easier to plug.
Yeah, but that's what it's all about, and I think that's what's about being a band. You've got to be able to speak to your bandmates and say the most honest truth and say, this, look, that didn't quite work. I quite like it that everyone pitches in with ideas. Like Jess says, try this, the ending. Jack says, come on, I don't quite like that ending. Try this, try this. Yeah. Max says, oh, well, let's get this. And it works. I think everyone's got a good ear and we all think of ideas that we can make ourselves sound unique and sound.
It makes us original, doesn't it? At the end, if we're all pitching in our own ideas, doesn't it? That's what I like about it.
And we were saying before. Max was saying before he's missing certain songs that he plays. What's your favourite song to play? Let's ask Jack. What's your favourite song to play in the band?
For a while, it's been Crazy Little Thing Called Love, purely for that solo. Just sounds cool, doesn't it? It's just the coolest, smoothest solo.
Yeah,
I think. Just dead fun.
But then you're saying that, Jack, you're saying that, but at the same time, Max is going, I hate that song. I absolutely hate that song. How long did we practice on that song for, Max? Just on your particular part for that solo, how long did we practice?
Well, we went into lockdown, or
probably.
Yeah, but we all know you've been smashing it in lockdown. So when we get back into it,
we're all sorted.
What about you, Jess? What's your favourite one to play?
I might have to agree with Jackie. You know, it's Crazy Little Thing.
Really?
It's no, but I just love like the I know Max is having a bit of trouble. just the different beats and stuff, and just the way that we play it. I proper love that song. But you know what I really like doing, which I thought I wouldn't like, is the Beatles medley.
Yeah.
I thought.
Oh, the famous Beatles medley. Oh.
I remember when we first started doing that. I was like, I'm leaving.
It's tough. I think people have never seen us. It's how many songs is it?
I think originally it was five or six. It's six now.
Yeah, it was about 10.
Oh, we did have the whole white album.
It was the whole Beatles back catalogue.
We had the whole White Album, didn't we, at one point? Oh, my days.
Yeah, we cut it down to 5, didn't we? And we just made them a little bit longer. But it's the transition going from one Beatles song to another Beatles song in so fast. And then Sam sings it slightly different for another thing. So then it's hard to remember our version to the version he's done before.
Well, I've had murder with the choir, because when we do our corporate gigs for that side as well, that is the Take That Beatles medley, which is only 3 songs, is in the set, and I say, like, what about getting the boys up and let's just doing a song with the boys for the LMA choir, and we've got like this routine of dancing and singing. Obviously, I'm Gary Barlow, and it's just completely different to our version, and the transitions in between songs. I know with our song. That song I can't remember. Hold Your Hand.
I want to hold your hand.
It stays on for like two verses.
See that, Jess? I've got backing vocals sorted for the next one.
I want to hear more. We get practicing.
Well, I did write a couple of little tunes over the lockdown. I have sent you one. Yeah.
Very impressive. I was impressed with that.
Well, Max, he said he thought I should actually try for the X Factor. So, Sam, watch out.
No one's taking my crown off me.
What else did we? Do you know what my favourite song is? And I think it gets everyone go up on the dance floor going. And it was one I didn't think it would. It's Little Respect.
Oh yeah.
It gives me a headache because I can never remember the chord sequences. But I think that one, as soon as we've got it, it starts well and everyone just goes for it. Do you remember the Art Charity Ball we did, which is a fantastic charity? We're lined up again for that this year as well. They loved that. They absolutely went feral on it, which is a good sign, really. I think they drunk half the Hilton Hotel, but that helped.
That was such a good gig.
It was a good gig. Do you know what the highlight of the gig for me was? The fact that I rocked up in my car full of gear and parked it next to a Lamborghini.
Oh. And then you were blagging on Facebook and Instagram that it was your car.
Yeah, that was right. Yeah.
But I believe that, Chris, that they've actually they postponed. Obviously, we were meant to play this year's Cheer Up Ball, but they cancelled it obviously due to the coronavirus. But they did a live stream themselves in their back garden, didn't they?
Yeah, we should have played the Cheer Up Ball last week, last Friday, which would have been absolutely fantastic in the Manor House, in the Mansion House in Calderstones, and it was all set up. Obviously, it never came off, but it's going to happen. I've spoke to Simon today and Nikki, and they want to do it next year. So hopefully we will be on the stage. But they didn't actually play it, but they did something, and it was Patrick and Matthew, the two lads of Nikki and Simon, and they played a fantastic gig in the garage and streamed it live. And it was fantastic. So I think when we play alongside, I think we'll have to get them on stage with us. It'd be fab to get Patrick and Matthew to do a song with us. Maybe we could get them to do the Beatles medley, because they love the Beatles. And you know what? If they can get up on stage with us, I reckon we should do it. I reckon we get those two up on stage with us to play that song. I think that'd be fab, because I know they're going to do a bit anyway.
Yeah.
But if they can get up on stage and play. Jack's played. I think you've played with guitar with Patrick before. I think he did the last show they did, like a band called Dead Good, and they were playing all the old singers who died in 2016.
Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah, they played like George Michael and who else did they play? There was a load of them. They played a load of Prince as well. Yeah, so they're good little musicians, and so they did a little gig in the garage, which is fantastic. And there is a link to it. So maybe, Sam, we could put the link somewhere so people can see it.
Absolutely, yeah. In the video description, I'll put in that link to the Cheer Up Ball and their live stream, because I think it is available on YouTube. I remember when
it is on, and it is a charity, so people can. I know every penny's tight at the moment for a lot of people, but people can donate to the charity, which they can read all about and see what it's all about. But yeah, so should we all give Matthew and Patrick a big clap? Let's all do that. Well done, guys. Well done.
You've set your dog off now. He's going mad. Can you hear him?
Oh yeah, Jess, tell us about your new addition to your new house.
The dog?
Yeah.
Well, he's not really a puppy, so he's not really that new. But yeah, I used to mind him when he was a puppy. I was on like I don't know, whatever. Borrow my dog or something it was called.
Okay.
Weirdly, like it wasn't paid. It was just you can literally just hang out with people's dogs. It's the weirdest thing, but it's the best thing ever. And it turns out that the lady who owned him works with my partner. So we kind of knew it. Dead weird. Turned up the house and we were like, oh, hello, that's strange. And I think she only had him less than a year, I think, and she just said that I think it was just a bit too hard for her.
Yeah.
A lot. She was a single parent and she worked a lot, and she had to go and visit family down south quite often and stuff. So my partner's mum said to us one day, she said, you know, I think she is thinking of giving him away. And I was like, hold the phone. Ring him my way, because he is the loveliest little dog. He's a cockapoo. And I'm allergic to dogs, so that's perfect for me, because he's hypoallergenic. And he's just the cutest little thing ever. Like that's why we got a new house, and we were like, what are we going to do in here with all the space? Get a little dog. No kids, just a dog.
Yeah. Well, I've had both, and I'd say dog is harder than a child, in my opinion. But things change, don't they? Fly me around. Max, I want to talk about your little fluffy addition in your house.
Little Miley. So I've got a 2-year-old called Miley. I think the thing is now.
Where is she? Because she's the cutest little thing.
She's fast asleep upstairs.
Oh.
That's where she normally is. I think what it is, him obviously, I'm also everyone else who's got dogs in chat here, obviously everyone who's listening. How many times have the dogs been walked on a daily basis? There's nothing really like now. Like I feel I need a lead to run away. Whereas like, before this, like she'd be straight at it. Because I think obviously all the dogs are just overworked. Really. There's been nothing else to do really for the past couple of weeks. So the amount of dog walkers, joggers, by mine, it's been absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. Obviously, there's nothing else to do. And as you said before, obviously if you live in like flats or something, if you've got to get out, you've got to get out to go and do something. So poor dogs have got the brunt of it. But no, she's. I think it's nice to have like a little dog or something like that, and obviously with everything going on, it's just another part of the family, really, isn't it? Just I don't know, you can just sense the presence of a dog if that makes any sense.
You really are a family, aren't they? Like I never really had dogs growing up or any pets. I'm from a massive family, so there was more than enough chaos going on. And it's fun. Like you proper get to know them and the stuff that they do, and you can tell. Like mine, he's not even 2 yet. And he's like, get the proper strap on with you, do something. He'll start, and he'll go to the top of the stairs. Like, what are you moaning about? It's proper funny. They just have like personalities.
Yeah, they're very, very, they're hard work though, as you say. They are hard work. But they're worth it. Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Is she making an appearance? Here we go, everyone. Oh, double hand wave. Hey! I like the way she was cleverly passed in.
That was me assistant to the right of me. So
for my next trick.
My gosh. She is so cute.
Keep saying she'll fall, like this is how she'll stay now. She's been
is she a puppy?
Well, she's 2. But she's very, very small dog.
She's tiny. Oh, she is so cute. I can't wait to meet her.
Let's see the face again.
Like, come on,
let's have it.
Oh
no, she wants to sleep. There she is.
Oh my gosh.
You want back on elbows? Go on.
The sixth member of a full night.
It's Scott, so.
Jack, I remember speaking to you the other week. You're thinking of getting a new dog, aren't you?
Getting 2 dogs.
Are you?
2 little dash hounds, hopefully.
Oh, fab.
2? Can you leave one for me, please? Yeah. Like, they're already hard enough to get.
What? Do you know what? My sister's idea that. She kind of played us a bit. She's like, well, if you're getting dash hounds, they get lonely, so you need 2.
Oh, that good old
trick. You know what? That's a clever trick, that. Very, very clever.
I remember Catherine said that with when we got the cats. Well, we need 2. Oh, that was it.
She said that about babies yet, Chris?
Well, I'm working my magic, you know. Lockdown is being. There's been a lot of talking. She keeps saying go away. Go in the music room. Go on. No, you know, it's hard. It must be hard to because we're obviously, you know, we're building on our house at the moment, so there's not many rooms at the moment, so it's hard work with a toddler.
No, I remember you saying
it is hard work.
You know, the work that the childminder does. You know, the work that
fab.
You've
she
done.
Is fab with him.
While everything's been closed down. It's scary stuff, isn't it? You can't.
It's hard work because I've got him all day because Catherine's working from home, and it's knackering. You're knackered about 9:30. And last night we were talking about a dog. The neighbour's got a new dog, Rosie, and Catherine, what's that noise? And I was asleep. I just fell asleep talking to her. And I was like, and she was like, oh yeah. I literally said, oh, it's Rosie, and then she went, what? And I was asleep. So it's hard work with a toddler all day, but you know, everyone's lives, we've all been affected in little ways. Even he's being affected. He's not going to be with his childminder for a while. So yeah, it's daddy daycare daily. So
Good
We
shout.
start
It's
them.
really interesting, Chris. You saying, it's really hard work looking after the baby all day and everything. I think one of the things about this lockdown is that everyone's starting to appreciate other jobs that you just don't even think about.
Absolutely, I agree with you, Jess, because I tell you what, the childminder's got 3 kids. I don't know how she does it. 3 kids all day.
Every day.
Every day.
It's hard work.
She's
Gotta
coming back.
think about the teachers and everything who have to do it every single day. And
Yeah, exactly.
It's mad.
But
No.
it's
crazy.
Yeah, and I think we'll all once we all get back into routine, we'll all appreciate things a little bit more. I think we'll appreciate things generally in life as well.
Yeah. Right.
I think absolutely, and I think with the gigs that we will do, we'll appreciate every gig that we play. Now we've got weddings coming up, which is people's amazing days. Some have been postponed, so it's going to be even better for those people when they actually have got their wedding day.
Definitely.
It's been postponed, so they're going to have to. It's going to be an amazing day for everyone, including mine.
Hey, well, I forgot about that, mate.
When it happens, hopefully it happens this year. We don't know yet because it's all about what people say. But I know you guys are there. You're going to be playing at some point.
Absolutely, we will be there. We'll be playing.
You're going to be playing. I've handpicked up all night as the act for the evening. We've got to have you guys there. You're all there, so you might as well play. So, yeah, but you just need my replacement for that night because I'm not allowed to play.
Well, we're currently auditioning at the moment during this lockdown period, so hopefully we'll have someone available. Yeah. Hopefully. Otherwise, you'll be playing the Sweet Caroline solo correctly with all the alcohol that you've been drinking. Anyway, I think that sums up the Sea Live podcast for this week. Thank you to Jess, Jack, and Max. They've been absolutely fantastic this week. Chris, thank you as always. Double wave. Should we all give a double wave? Double wave, Jess.
Oh, double wave. This is going forward.
Double wave.
Sandwich.
What double wave?
Come on.
Right, everyone, thank you so much. We'll see you next week. This has been an impromptu podcast, Sea Live Entertainment. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter as well. It's at Sea Live for Facebook. Twitter is at Sea Live Entita1, and also on Instagram at Sea Live UK. And listen, follow our Up All Night Instagram and Facebook Up All Night covers band.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Look, a follow is free. Just do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Why not? Thanks everyone. See you next week. Bye bye now.
Bye guys.
Bye.